Please be seated. As Chancellor of the University, I declare this congregation open for the conferring of degrees by the authority of the Senate and of the Council.
My Lord Mayor, High Sheriff of Rutland, distinguished guests, parents, friends and graduands, as Vice-Chancellor, I am delighted to welcome you all to this degree congregation. It is a celebration for all those who graduate today. We celebrate your many achievements that culminate in the award of a degree from a major international research and teaching-led university. While you have been with us, the university has developed and changed. We are now a community of 19,000 students and 3,000 staff with a turnover of £184 million, a 6% increase on last year. It all demonstrates that universities are complex organisations. They are businesses with higher education at their heart. In these circumstances, higher education has, quite rightly, become a topic of public interest. We are very proud of our achievements in this academic year. Last autumn, we were shortlisted for a second time for the title Institution of the Year. We were delighted when the Times Higher Education Supplements booklet on this competition commented, "Leicester may not be the most famous university in the UK, but by any measure, it is one of the best." This view was very much reflected by students last year who completed the National Student Survey and placed us joint top among mainstream English universities who teach full-time students. And they also placed 14 out of 19 of our departments in the top 10 in the UK. One of the reasons for this success, in our view, is the equal focus that we place on high-quality teaching and high-quality research. Indeed, in research terms this year, we have, by the end of May 2007, we had generated £41 million in research grant and contract income. Compared to the same point last year, this represents a 73% increase. Indeed, it is an increase that I hope will continue to be reflected in the data long after the Senior Pro-Vice-Chancellor is retired, who has been responsible for encouraging people and cheering them on in making research grant applications. In May, we were also pleased that Leicester was placed in the top 20 universities in the Guardian's League table, with 14 subjects being in the top 20. Our position in the league tables has improved, and we plan to go higher. Indeed, think of it this way: the higher we are placed in the league tables, the greater is seen the value of your degree from this university. But what contributes to our league table position? First, the development of teaching. National Teaching Fellowships have been awarded to our staff every year since they were developed 4 years ago. This year, a fellowship has been awarded to Dr. Liz Anderson from the medical school for innovative work on the interface of healthcare and clinical medicine. As a leading teaching and research university, we see it essential to appoint leaders in their field. We have developed a new blood scheme for lecturers, which is in its second round, where 500 applicants competed for 10 posts. This brings the total group of appointments under this scheme to 33 people, who are, in our view, the research leaders of the future, who will enable us to develop our teaching linked to the cutting edge of research. In the last year, Leicester researchers in both the Faculty of Social Science and in the Faculty of Science have been very active. And just to give a few examples from some of the departments that you have worked in. The Department of Geography opened the new Centre for Environmental Research that will coordinate across the university and promote their work in the outside world. There will be a formal launch in the university's Environmental Week in mid-October. In this academic year, our Department of Engineering was recognised under the Investors in People scheme. This is a national quality standard that focuses on the importance of staff to the success of any organisation and demonstrates that the department acknowledges the important contribution all their staff make and that they support their staff accordingly. The international reputation of the department was also further enhanced by being one of only 6 departments that gained major awards under the UK India Education Research Initiative for the development of new methods and techniques for the design of robust control systems for unmanned aerial vehicles. In addition, we were delighted only a week ago to discover that Professor Helen Atkinson in the Department of Engineering had been awarded and elected to a fellowship of the Royal Academy of Engineering. This is a very prestigious award, and in this university, it is only the Chancellor and Professor Ian Postlethwaite, one of the Pro-Vice Chancellors, who also are Fellows of the Royal Academy. We congratulate Helen Atkinson very warmly on this major achievement. The university's physical sciences departments have continued to be highly ranked in the National Student Survey, coming forth this year, with the Department of Physics achieving the top position in England, as they care to point out, in the Guardian League table for that subject. If you go home and check the website, you find Scotland comes first with the University of Edinburgh, but there's some rather clever marketing that the head of department pointed out to me the other day. The Department of Physics and Astronomy continues to be a major player on the national and international stages in the field of space science, and already this year they have attracted £14 million in new grant money. One of the highlights is the role the department has secured in the European Space Agency's Bepi Colombo mission to the planet Mercury. And the Department of Chemistry is again playing a major national role where Paul Cullis is the national coordinator of the Chemistry Next Generation outreach activities. This programme aims to highlight the relevance and excitement of chemistry to school children through a range of novel and hands-on activities. Already, well over 1,000 children have participated in these activities in visits to the department, and there's also a major national coordination role in terms of encouraging widening participation and applications in the field of chemistry. So in a time when many universities are talking about difficulties in their science departments, we feel that the science departments and the Faculty of Science is in a very good position with great strength demonstrated across all the departments in the faculty. Now, in order to support the work of staff and students, we have developed a series of high-quality facilities. In the last year, we have opened a new £25 million student hall of residence on our Oadby campus with state-of-the-art facilities for 581 students. This hall of residence will be officially opened in December and will be named after our outgoing Chairman of Council, John Foster. We have also completed a £6 million refurbishment of over 130 rooms and laboratories and opened a £22 million building dedicated to biomedical research. But by far the largest building project in which the university has engaged since the 1960s is the University Library project, which will open to staff and students in January 2008. This is an essential part of the research and teaching infrastructure that constitutes a £32 million project for everyone on campus. It will double the size of our library and bring together excellent facilities for research and teaching. Furthermore, it demonstrates that libraries, knowledge creation and knowledge management are at the very heart of higher education. But any university requires multi-million-pound investment for new buildings, laboratories, classrooms and equipment, and Leicester is no exception. Over the past 3 years, the university will have invested over £80 million in its estate. This has been funded by the university's own funds, government grants, loans and donations. It is therefore essential that government funding continues to help transform universities, as it has done over the last 10 years. But this funding needs to be placed alongside our own fundraising activity. Indeed, we are almost at the end of our campaign for the library project, for which we have raised approximately £10 million. But rest assured, we are always ready to accept new donations. So if you feel so inclined at the end of this afternoon's degree ceremony, I'm sure there will be Leicester staff on hand to point out what the arrangements are for making new donations to our fund. All the funds that we get contribute towards developing and enhancing facilities that promote the student experience, and we are planning many more over the next few years. The university also makes a significant contribution to the community that comes in many forms. Contact is a student volunteer organisation which has 540 registered volunteers with over 300 students currently volunteering. Contact volunteers have clocked up over 10,000 volunteer hours in the local community this year. Among the projects on which they have worked has been a student-led after-school drama club in a primary school in the inner city, collaboration with the Refugee Housing Association helping to raise money for local refugees, and an environmental education project for school children, young offenders and local community groups. All of these projects have resulted in more than 1,600 young people having contact with a University of Leicester student during this academic year. For those of you who have participated in these particular schemes, we are very proud of the work you have done, and you will be always thanked by those who you have helped. You will have empowered them, and you will have changed their lives. 10 days ago, our 6th International Sculpture Show opened in the beautiful surroundings of our Botanic Garden. This exhibition brings together work by some of the world's most accomplished sculptors, and this year celebrates the work of both emerging and established artists who work side by side at Studio Sem in Pietrasanta in Italy, a studio known throughout the world as a beacon for nurturing creative exchange with many illustrious names. The exhibits are very expensive, but you will be delighted to know that viewing is free, and I do very much encourage you to go and visit the Botanic Gardens before you go home from the university. Here, our work never stops. We are creating plans for new research, new teaching programs and new community links. It all demonstrates we are a dynamic university, and I hope you will wish to keep in touch with us through the Alumni Association, and I certainly shall look forward to meeting you and hearing about the activities in which you're engaged after your period of graduation. Finally, I would like to congratulate you all on the degrees you have obtained. But before I close, I would like to tell you about a competition that we run during the degree ceremonies every year. Each year, we're very interested in which faculties can applaud loudest and longest during the degree ceremony. And normally at this stage of the week, I usually am able to say to the Faculty of Science, look, you know, the competition is yours for the taking. The only people you've got to beat is medicine and biological sciences on Friday afternoon. But I regret to have to tell you that the competition is really tough this year. Tuesday, we got off to an excellent start with the combined forces of the Faculty of Arts and the Faculty of Social Science. On Wednesday, we had the Faculty of Arts in here, and they were a very close run thing to the Arts and Social Sciences on Tuesday, which was splendid. So splendid that the Dean announced from the lectern he thought it was a prize-winning performance. And this morning, the Social Sciences, well, it looked as if they weren't going to get anywhere at one point in the morning. And then all I will say is there was a Dean's intervention and it all changed dramatically. But I think some of us are thinking that might be disqualified under the rules. So what I'd like you to do is, at this point in the ceremony, to join me in showing your appreciation to your parents, relatives, friends and sponsors who have supported you through the university. So I would now like to invite you to give a round of applause for all those people. Well, I think if you could get the volume just a little bit higher, you could well be in with a chance this year. Have an enjoyable day, applaud your fellow students, and all good wishes to you in your future careers.
The graduates in the Faculty of Science were presented by the Dean, Professor Hillman. Will all graduates in the faculty please stand?
Mr. Chancellor, I ask you to admit these candidates from the Faculty of Science to the several degrees for which they are presented.
Graduands of the Faculty of Science, by the authority of the Senate, I admit you to the several degrees for which you are presented.
For the degree of Doctor of Science, Philip Wilson. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Matthew Adepoju. Mohammed Al-Mullah. James Bennett. James Blight. Jennifer Dickey. Amanda Gibson. Erwin Kerriredan. Mattis Mihalak.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Jonathan Miles.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Mohammed Mohammed.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Paul Robinson.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Tom Salter.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Erkement Tukoglu.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Claire Vink.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
The degree of Master of Science in Geography, Chris Revitt.
Congratulations.
The degree of Master of Science in Advanced Software Engineering, Rajwinder Brar Singh.
Many congratulations. Well done.
The degree of Master of Science in Customer Service Management, Paul Greener.
Well done, Paul. Congratulations. Thank you.
Lorraine Midder.
Congratulations, Paul.
Penelope Steele.
Congratulations, Penelope.
The degree of Master of Science in Environmental Informatics, Andrew Blogg.
Congratulations, Penelope. Well done.
The degree of Master of Science in Geographical Information Systems, Amal Almazam.
Many congratulations. Well done.
The degree of Master of Science in Management of Quality Excellence, Abigail Cooper.
Well done, Abigail. Congratulations.
Paul Evans.
Paul, congratulations. Well done.
Henry Kamara.
Congratulations, Henry. Well done.
The degree of Master of Chemistry in Biological Chemistry and winner of the Celtec Prize, Natalie Lamburn.
Congratulations. Well done on the prize. It's brilliant. Congratulations.
Degree of Master of Chemistry in Chemistry, Andrew Armitage.
Many congratulations.
Winner of the Hunter Medal and the GlaxoSmithKline Prize, Rebecca Harley.
Congratulations. Well done. And 2 prizes. Well done. Congratulations.
Joanna Humbles.
Congratulations, Joanna.
Satvinder Nandra.
Congratulations.
Kieran Redman.
Many congratulations.
Nikki Savjani.
Congratulations.
Isla Young.
Many congratulations.
The degree of Master of Chemistry in Chemistry with Forensic Science and winner of the Shimadzu Prize, Timo Carr.
Congratulations. Well done on the prize.
The degree of Master of Chemistry in Pharmaceutical Chemistry, Adam Taft.
Congratulations, Adam. Well done.
For the degree of Master of Chemistry in Pharmaceutical Chemistry with a year in industry, Richard Castledine.
Congratulations, Richard. Well done.
Winner of the Hunter Medal and the GlaxoSmithKline Prize, Teo Alalay.
So, many congratulations. Congratulations on your prizes. Well done.
Diane Robbins.
Congratulations, Diane. Well done.
The degree of Master of Chemistry in Chemistry, Sandwich, Wai Chu Chung.
Congratulations, Martin Chan. Well done.
Remya Muralikutan.
Many congratulations. Well done.
The degree of Master of Chemistry in Chemistry, USA, and winner of the Aldrich Chemical Company Scholarship, Nitika Bala.
Many congratulations. Well done on the scholarship. Thank you.
Winner of the Aldrich Chemical Company Scholarship, Jane Richardson.
Congratulations, Jane. And congratulations on the scholarship.
The degree of Master of Geology in Geology, and winner of the Dennis Field Award, Lara Blythe.
Congratulations, Lara. Congratulations on the award as well.
Michael Bratton,
Well done, Michael. Congratulations.
Christopher Chapman,
Well done, Christopher. Congratulations.
Alexander Davis,
Congratulations, Alexander. Cheers.
Thomas Gould,
Well done, Thomas. Congratulations.
Helen Hewitt,
Congratulations, Helen. Well done.
Daniel King,
Daniel, congratulations. Well done.
winner of the British Micromount Society Prize, the Paleontological Association Prize, and the London Petrophysical Society Prize, Sam Matthews.
Congratulations, Sam. You've got us lots of prizes there. Well done. Congratulations.
Winner of the Dennis Field Award, Rhiann Meera.
Congratulations, Rhiannon. Congratulations on the prize as well.
Richard Mokes.
Well done, Richard. Congratulations.
Adam Perks.
Congratulations, Sam. Well done.
Daniel Stanley.
Daniel, congratulations.
Catherine Taylor.
Well done, Catherine. Congratulations.
Emily Towell.
Congratulations, Daniel. Well done.
Heather Wakefield.
Congratulations, Daniel. Well done.
Timothy Walsh.
Well done, Timothy. Congratulations.
Kirsty Wright.
Kirsty, congratulations.
Winner of the Mineralogical Society Prize, Susan Yates.
Congratulations. Congratulations on the prize as well.
For the degree of Master of Geology in Applied and Environmental Geology, winner of the Applied and Environmental Geology Prize, Benjamin Headley.
Well done, Benjamin. And congratulations on the prize as well. Well done.
Richard Siddle.
Richard, congratulations. Well done.
The degree of Master of Mathematics in Mathematics, Mayura Mistry.
My favourite subject. Congratulations.
Winner of the IMA Prize, Sarah Pape.
Congratulations, Sarah. She was a fellow of the IMAC.
Jamie Rowley.
Well done, Jamie. Congratulations.
The degree of Master of Physics in Physics, Katie Howard.
Congratulations, Katie. Well done.
Sean McMahon.
Well done, Sean. Congratulations.
Winner of the Departmental Prize in Physics and Astronomy, Stephen Reard.
Well done, Stephen. Congratulations on the prize. Excellent. Well done.
For the degree of Master of Physics in Physics with Astrophysics, David Baker.
Congratulations, David. Well done.
Laura Barker.
Congratulations, Laura. Well done.
Emma Birch.
Emma, congratulations.
Winner of the Raymond Hyde Prize and the Departmental Prize in Physics and Astronomy, Jason Brentnell.
Jason, well done. Congratulations on the prize as well. Well done.
James Duke.
Well done, James. Congratulations.
Daniel Mitchell.
Congratulations, Daniel. Well done.
Kashif Omar.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Ben Pollard.
Well done, Ben. Congratulations.
Matthew Reed.
Congratulations, Matthew. Well done.
Robin Satterthwaite.
Well done, Matthew. Congratulations.
Henry Whitbread.
Well done, Henry. Congratulations.
Amelia Willis.
Congratulations, Amelia. Well done.
Degree of Master of Physics in Physics with Space Science and Technology, Claire Barron.
Well done, Claire. Congratulations.
Edward Bean.
Congratulations, Henry. Well done.
Winner of the Phillips Prize for Physics and the Departmental Prize in Physics and Astronomy, James Borderick.
Very well done, James. Congratulations on the two prizes.
Natalie Clegg.
Congratulations, Matthew. Well done.
Austin Cogan.
Congratulations, Austin. Well done.
James Durder.
James, congratulations.
Stephen Fielding.
Well done, Stephen. Congratulations.
Stephanie Kellett.
Stephanie, congratulations.
James Lawrence.
Well done, James. Congratulations.
Winner of the Physics Departmental Scholarship, the Faculty Prize, and the Samuel and Rachel May Prize in Physics, Benjamin Rositis.
Well done, Benjamin. Really, many congratulations. That's brilliant. Well done.
Scott Summers.
Well done, Scott. Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Engineering, Electrical and Electronic, David Irvine.
Congratulations, David. Well done.
Samantha Jones.
Well done, Samantha. Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Engineering, Electronic and Software, Anup Das.
Congratulations.
Winner of the British Computer Society Prize, Douglas Mearns.
Douglas, congratulations. Well done on the prize.
Degree of Master of Engineering General, winner of the IMechE Best Student Prize, the Rolls-Royce Prize, the David Holm Memorial Prize, the IMechE Best Project Prize, the IMechE Best Student Prize, and the Institute of Measurement Control Prize, Cheryl Day.
Brilliant. This is like a bow.
Winner of the IMechE Best Student Prize, the University of Leicester Engineering Department Project Presentation Prize, and the Frederick Barnes Walden Prize, George Gutierrez.
Also, George, well done. Brilliant. Well done.
Philippos Iulianu.
Many congratulations on the degree.
For the degree of Master of Engineering Mechanical, winner of the IMechE Best Project Prize and the Institution of Mechanical Engineers Prize, Richard Clark.
Congratulations on the prizes.
Winner of the J.N. Frears Prize and the IMechE Best Student Prize, Philip Gibbs.
Congratulations on the prizes as well.
Carlis Kazachins.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Michael Osmond.
Michael, congratulations.
Winner of the University of Leicester Engineering Department Project Presentation Prize, Ivan Richardson.
Well done, Ivan. Congratulations on the prize.
Winner of the IMechE Best Student Prize, Christopher Smith.
Christopher, well done. Many congratulations.
Fan Yang.
Many congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Sonia Chowdhury.
Sonia, congratulations. Well done.
Dina El Hamaidi.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Christopher Horlick.
Well done, Christopher. Congratulations.
Manchun Lee.
Many congratulations.
Chris Pierce.
Chris, congratulations. Well done.
Jason Scrimshaw.
Jason, congratulations.
Stuart Taylor.
Well done, Stuart. Congratulations.
Degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemistry with Forensic Science. Winner of the Dunlop Polymer Engineering Division Chemistry Prize, Claire Carter.
Claire, congratulations. And well done on the prizes.
Sunita Haya.
Sunita, congratulations.
Wai Young Lee.
Many congratulations.
Winner of the Dunlop Polymer Engineering Division Chemistry Prize, Kathy Roberts.
Congratulations, Captain. Well done on the prize.
Mark Walton.
Well done, Mark. Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Chemistry, Inas Ismail.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Harpreet Fagura.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Melanie Ramsahuk.
Many congratulations. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Shoaib Ali.
Congratulations. Yes, well done.
Rehan Bhatti.
Many congratulations.
Louis Burton.
Congratulations. Well done.
Andrew Butkus.
Well done, Andrew. Congratulations.
Baldip Chauhan.
Many congratulations.
Adam Darcy.
Well done, Adam. Congratulations.
Neil Davis.
Congratulations. Well done.
Imran Isat.
Imran, congratulations.
Farhan Farouk.
Many congratulations.
David Gray.
Well done, David. Congratulations.
Stephen Holland.
Stephen, congratulations.
Daniel Hughes.
Well done, Daniel. Congratulations.
Junaid Hussain.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Kirandeep Johal.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Mandeep Jutla.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Jamal Kabi Mofrad.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Mandeep Kaila.
Many congratulations.
Antonis Kiayas Kyriakos.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Kyriaki Kupanu.
Many congratulations.
Randeep Mahal.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Amit Malik.
Many congratulations.
Harshad Naeem.
Many congratulations.
Jignesh Naeem.
Many congratulations.
Liam O'Donnell.
And well done. Congratulations.
Diksha Patel.
Many congratulations.
Vikesh Patel.
Many congratulations.
Stephen Pearce.
Well done, Stephen. Many congratulations.
Matthew Peck.
Well done, Matthew. Congratulations.
Artemis Polyu.
Artemis, congratulations.
Julian Ramakasoon.
Well done, Julian. Many congratulations. Good.
Dimitri Ranawaki Ashinga.
Dimitri, congratulations. Well done.
Andreas Rudy Sovic.
Andreas, congratulations. Well done.
Wenquan Shen.
Many congratulations.
Winner of the May Computer Prize, Randeep Singh.
Randy, congratulations. Well done on the prize.
Janaba Sisohu.
Shinada, congratulations. Well done.
Chirag Solanki.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Winner of the Faculty Prize and the Microsoft Best Project Prize, Kyriakos Saroulas.
Kyriakos, congratulations. Well done on the prize.
Ramin Vaswani.
Congratulations, Randy.
Degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science Europe, Dario Casilagla.
Congratulations, Randy.
Chara Kenta.
Many congratulations.
Maureen Njenga.
Well done, Maureen. Congratulations.
Alvin Pascoe.
Congratulations.
Rafi Palaria.
Many congratulations. Congratulations.
Winner of the Mathematics and Computer Science Departmental Prize, Vanya Rachinsky.
Many congratulations. And congratulations for the prize.
Miguel Ramirez.
Miguel, congratulations.
The degree of Bachelor of Science in Environment and Ecology, Caleb Djanma.
You get the prize for applause.
Edward Morrison.
Edward, congratulations.
The degree of Bachelor of Science in Geography, Christopher Blundell.
Congratulations, Christopher.
Hannah Boyd.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Tessa Bright.
Well done, Tessa. Congratulations.
Richard Campbell.
Congratulations, Richard. Well done.
Anne-Marie Cosgriff.
Well done, Anne-Marie. Congratulations.
James Dugan.
Congratulations, James. Well done.
Edward Hadley.
Well done, Edward. Congratulations.
Helen Hawkins.
Helen, congratulations.
Chris Herbert.
Well done, Chris. Congratulations.
James Knight.
Congratulations, James. Well done.
Helen Lacey.
Congratulations, James. Well done.
Winner of the Alfred Pomerantz Prize, Robert Millman.
Robert, congratulations. Well done on the prize.
Wayne Murphy.
Congratulations, James. Well done.
David Owen.
Well done, David. Congratulations.
Helen Penny.
Congratulations. Well done.
Sean Quinn.
Sure, well done. Congratulations.
William Ramson.
Well done, William. Congratulations.
Adam Reynolds.
Congratulations, Adam. Well done.
Andrew Rosum.
Andrew, congratulations. Well done.
Luke Savage.
Well done, Luke. Congratulations.
Anna Sydenham.
Congratulations.
Simon Woodall.
Well done, Simon. Congratulations.
Degree of Bachelor of Science in Geography and Geology, Thomas Dowrick.
Thomas, well done. Congratulations.
Maxine Hopewell.
Congratulations, Maxine. Well done.
Timothy Johnson.
Well done, Timothy. Congratulations.
Matthew Ralph.
Well done, Matthew. Congratulations.
Degree of Bachelor of Science in Geology, Laura Allen.
Well done, Laura. Congratulations.
Rebecca Clark.
Well done, Rebecca. Congratulations.
Tom Collingwood.
Well done, Tom. Well done, congratulations.
Charlotte James.
Charlotte, congratulations. Well done.
Stephanie Rees.
Well done, Stephanie. Congratulations.
David Taylor.
Well done, David. Congratulations.
Matthew Wilson.
Well done, Matthew. Well done, congratulations.
Degree of Bachelor of Science in Applied and Environmental Geology. Winner of the Institute of Mining and Metallurgy Prize, Robert Kemba.
Robert, well done. Congratulations on the prize this morning. Well done.
Christopher Ridley.
Congratulations, Christopher. Well done.
Matthew Shembry.
Congratulations, Matthew.
Victoria Sutton.
Congratulations, Victoria. Well done.
Joe Variava.
Congratulations, Victoria. Well done.
Degree of Bachelor of Science in Geology with Paleobiology, Ellen Horner.
Well done, Ellen. congratulations.
Degree of Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Nikki Antonio.
Congratulations, Nicky. Well done.
Daniel Barnes.
Daniel, congratulations.
Christopher Butler.
Congratulations.
Paula Deeman.
Paula, congratulations.
Amy Dipple.
Congratulations, Amy. Well done.
Mark Dorey.
Congratulations, Mark. Well done.
James Farley.
Well done, James. Congratulations.
Jason Gaitua.
Congratulations, Jason.
Winner of the Mathematics and Computer Science Departmental Prize, Ricky Gurieru.
Congratulations, Ricky. Well done.
Samantha Hill.
Congratulations, Samantha.
Effie Ayanu.
Oh, congratulations, Ricky. Well done.
Marios Ayanu.
Marios, congratulations.
Natalie Eisen.
Well done, Natalie. Congratulations.
Elena Cockerley.
Congratulations, Elena. Well done.
Paulina Kutrakidou.
Many congratulations, well done.
Christopher Langston.
Christopher, well done. Congratulations.
Jan McNusky.
Well done, Jan. Congratulations.
Alistair McIntyre.
Congratulations, Alistair.
David Milnes.
Well done, David. Congratulations.
Dipesh Mistry.
First, congratulations.
Gadhafi Nazir.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Taiwo Adude.
Many congratulations.
Reena Patel.
Congratulations, well done. Well done.
Sandeep Punia.
Congratulations, Sandy. Well done.
Gurik Paul Rai.
Congratulations.
Poonam Sogi.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Coralie Wilding.
Many congratulations.
Degree of Bachelor of Science in Mathematics and Computer Science, Mandeep Chauhan.
Congratulations, Andy.
Pawanjeet Gill.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Naseem Pachizada.
Many congratulations.
This afternoon is a very special occasion in the University of Leicester and in the development of its degree ceremonies, as in this ceremony we are to award the title Distinguished Honorary Fellow, a title which was introduced only 2 years ago to identify very distinguished service to the university. At any one time, there will only be 24 recipients of this award, and it is the highest award that the university can give. Normally, the recipient will already have an honorary degree from the University of Leicester, and clearly there will have been an oration given at that time. The individual will have engaged in very distinguished service for the university and to have continued links with it. It is therefore a very great pleasure and a very great privilege to welcome Sir Michael Atiyah back to the University of Leicester's degree ceremonies. He is no stranger to the de Montfort Hall. Indeed, he is no stranger to this platform, as he was the Chancellor of the University for some 10 years. although this afternoon he's clearly exchanged the heavyweight version of the gown for a much lighter number, which is very sensible in all respects. As Chancellor of the University, he brought great distinction to us. He is a mathematician who has won numerous awards, and indeed, I think at this point, the only thing I can say to you is you should check the website for the details, because he has won extensive awards, both in the academic community and in civil society. He is a very distinguished person who has, for example, won the Fields Medal in 1966, which is a very distinguished medal in the field of mathematics. He was president of the London Mathematical Society between 1974 and 1976. He was president of the Royal Society between 1990 and 1995. And then in 2004, while he was the Chancellor of the University, he won the Abel Prize for his work linking mathematics and theoretical physics together with a colleague. So one of the questions you must be asking now, or at least those of you who are not mathematicians, and indeed those of you who are mathematicians might be saying, well, how do you become a really great mathematician? Now, I'm not the person to sum this up, and I decided the best person who could tell me about this and tell us about it was Sir Michael himself. And indeed, he is quoted as talking about the way he does his work in the following terms. He says, "Most of my mathematics takes place in my head. I don't write much on paper, not until it's all finished. And then, as you're trying to go through it all and organize it, you explain it to somebody else. And that naturally evolves into a discussion. And then you focus on particular problems and so on. Mathematics is normally a solitary exercise. You sit and think hard for an hour. It gets a bit boring, so a bit of social interaction adds a whole new dimension and makes life so much more interesting and attractive. Some people don't collaborate and work by themselves, but I find interaction one of the satisfying parts." To me, that quotation from Michael Atiyah tells you a lot, I think, about how you become a great mathematician. It also gives huge insights into Michael Atiyah's style, Michael Atiyah's work. He is, as I have commented before on this platform, when he left us as Chancellor of the University, he is an academic's academic. And by that I mean someone who is always energetically very encouraging and very much at the centre of debate and discussion on a whole range of topics, both within his own specialist field of mathematics and also many more. He is always at the forefront of debate and always willing to make a contribution that moves the field forward in an interesting way so that others can respond and so on. And I think in that sense, we always found, while he was Chancellor, we always had a very interesting week, not only in the ceremonies in the Montfort Hall, but also in all the social occasions that go on around these events. They were always very enjoyable occasions. So you might ask yourself, when I came along as the new Vice-Chancellor in 1999, what advice would such a distinguished academic give to me as a new Vice-Chancellor? Would it be specialist advice about the kind of people who I should hire into our mathematics department? Would it be advice about how you develop the natural sciences in Leicester? Or would it be more general, wide-ranging advice on how you develop a university and how you focus on its real strengths? Or perhaps you might be asking yourself, given that he's been the Master of Trinity College, Cambridge, one of the most wealthy academic institutions in the country, he might well have given me advice, you might ask, on the finances, or indeed on how we, the University of Leicester, might set about fundraising. Now, in part, I can say that over the years, he gave me advice on all those things in a very incidental way during the course of day-to-day conversation. But the one piece of advice that he took me to one side and really talked carefully to me about was about how you go about shaking hands in a degree ceremony. And Sir Michael is a real expert at this, because what he said to me was, when he used to sit there, as you come up over the steps, you have to weigh up the graduand. You have to consider their height and their weight, and actually how hard the handshake is going to go in. And, well, he gave me various pieces of advice. He said, don't be deceived by these big rugby players, you know, because they don't have the heavy handshakes. It's the smaller the person catches you unawares, so you need to watch this. He also said that we should watch out for sharp jewellery, and I have to say every year I notice how true that is. But then his one major piece of advice, when he said trouble was really ahead, was in the social sciences we give degrees, master's degrees, to people who've worked in the security industry. And Sir Michael indicated to me that once I heard the title, MA in Security and Risk Management, I should stand here ready to really dive in, because it's all the big security guys who come up having obtained their master's degree. Well, I've found this advice invaluable, Michael, and I continue to use it to this day. I trust that I shall not be caught unawares by big rugby players later in the afternoon. And I know that your advice has been useful to many people who've performed in various roles in these degree ceremonies. The key thing, I think, that it illustrates is your great insight into human nature, and also the fact that you always manage to get some human aspect out of a social situation. And one of the things about our degree ceremonies is, I think you'll find they're not entirely formal and serious events, and that blending together was much encouraged over the years. But let's not forget, Sir Michael Atiyah is a very distinguished academic. He is a member of the Order of Merit. He is a Fellow of the Royal Society. He is a Fellow of the Royal Society of Edinburgh, and is currently its President. It is in these circumstances that it is a great pleasure, Mr. Chancellor, to invite you to bestow on Sir Michael Atiyah the title Distinguished Honorary Fellow of the University of Leicester.
Like the first one is the title Distinguished Honorary Fellow of the University of Leicester. Well done, Michael.
Thank you very much.
Many congratulations.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, it's great to be back here in Leicester for the graduation ceremony. And as you point out, this time I'm only here as a small part actor, not as a producer. And since I've been away, they've improved the facilities. I've now got a raised platform so you can actually see me. And also, of course, on this occasion, I don't have to shake 2,000 hands and exercise the skills that you heard the Vice-Chancellor describe, how you assess the opposition. I only had to shake one hand, and that was an old friend. He was quite friendly. Let me start by adding my congratulations to all of those here who have been graduating today for all the hard work you put in, all the exams you've passed. Unlike me, I didn't have to do any of that to get this honour. You should live long enough. Now, it's a great honour to be made a Distinguished Honorary Fellow of this university, and it cements the long association I have with the University of Leicester. And I got this honour, although my name is not Attenborough, it's quite close in alphabetical order, it's not quite right. But I'm very pleased, of course, to join such a distinguished group, which includes not only both the Attenborough brothers, but my good friend Dr. Frank May over there, who you easily identify because he's wearing the exactly same colour scheme. all of these are great friends of the university. Now, Leicester is still a comparatively young university, so my 10-year association with it represents a significant fraction of its age. In fact, I was just told it was shortly celebrating its 50th anniversary, and so my mathematics is just about up to it. I can tell you that I was here with 20% of the age of the university. Check it out. And in that time, under 2 vice-chancellors, it has matured into a major university with strength in all areas. Many of its departments are international leaders in research. Its teaching quality is very high. It provides a large master's program. You've seen many of the graduates here today. And it attracts increasing numbers of students from all over the world. And the one thing I like best about this university is the very broad mix of its students from all countries and all cultures. And that is rather evident from the names that are read out during the ceremonies, and I'm impressed by the linguistic and phonetic skills of our deans. Mixing on a daily basis with fellow students from such a wide diversity of backgrounds is an important part of the educational process. It prepares our students for the new global society of the 21st century, and it helps them acquire a better understanding of the world's problems. And this is probably the single most important function of universities around the world, to help the new generation overcome the barriers of mistrust and misunderstanding which are the legacy of the past. For some time, I have realized that the University of Leicester was a great institution. How great? I only realized last night when I switched on the evening news on television, and what did I see but you, Mr. Chancellor, in full regalia appearing on the screen. I believe it had something to do with mathematics in primary schools. Now, perhaps at this stage I can give you a little anecdote which shows you the warning of what may be in store for you. Some years ago, when I was president of the Royal Society in London, the government brought out a new paper emphasizing the importance of back to basics in mathematics. They do this every now and again. Every minister has to have a new slogan. And so I was rung up by a journalist from a very reputable newspaper, I won't mention which one it was, who said, "Have you heard about the government's plans for back to basics in mathematics?" I said, "Yes." He said, "What do you think about it?" Well, I know from experience that when you talk to journalists, you've got to be very careful. They misinterpret everything you say, they distort the words. So I weighed my words very carefully. I said, well, on the one hand, this, on the other hand, that. I stood on the fence very, very skillfully. I thought I covered everything. Just at the end, just about to finish the discussion, he said to me, "And how's your sums? What's 9 times 8? What's 7 times 6? So I rapidly dug out my mathematical skills and I gave some quick answers, and fortunately I didn't make any mistakes. Well, the next day I bought this newspaper, I won't say what it is, and to read the report of my interview with all these very careful statements I'd made about mathematics education. I didn't find anything about it at all. But big headline across the headline of the paper saying, "Minister of Education fails his arithmetic test." They'd gone round, of course, after me, and they'd asked various other people, such as Ministers of Education, exactly the same sums, and this poor chap had got it wrong. He didn't get 9 times 8 right. So his whole political career came to an end. I don't think we've ever heard of him since. So there are dangers in responding to press. I warn the Chancellor, be careful in your future. But your personal involvement with education, important problem in education, is just one illustration of the way in which Leicester University interacts with the broader community. When I was Chancellor, we told honorary graduates to keep their speeches short. I think 3 minutes was the ration. So I'll follow good practice and close by wishing you well for the future. And meanwhile, I hope you enjoy a small celebration with your family and friends. Thank you.
The remaining graduates in the Faculty of Science will be presented by the Dean, Professor Hillman.
Mr Vice-Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Mathematics with Management, Ming Yin Ho. Lucy Johnson. Zaila Kassam. Wai Min Liu. Kwok An Pham.
Congratulations.
Hai Kin Pong.
Congratulations.
Yong Yong Shi.
Congratulations.
Hardeep Singh.
Congratulations.
Mohammed Suleiman.
Congratulations.
Ji Wei Yang.
Congratulations.
Jin Yuan Yu.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, USA, Craig Scoyles.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Physics, Stephen Borden.
Congratulations.
Dhiran Chauhan.
Congratulations.
John Cochrane.
Congratulations.
Stacey Drury.
Congratulations.
Masuma Duffin.
Congratulations.
Rachel Evans.
Congratulations.
Andrew Gray.
Congratulations.
Travers Milnthorpe.
Congratulations.
Edward Priest.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Physics with Astrophysics, Simon Bark.
Congratulations.
Gareth Beebe.
Congratulations.
Charlotte Damon.
Congratulations.
Natasha Green.
Congratulations.
Joshua Hall.
Congratulations.
Chris Hayward.
Congratulations.
Sarah Holyoke.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Shivendra Naidu.
Congratulations.
Alexander Smith.
Congratulations.
Degree of Bachelor in Science in Physics with Space Science and Technology, David Akerman.
Congratulations.
Thomas Giles.
Congratulations.
Kevin Smith.
Congratulations.
Matthew Simmons.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Degree of Bachelor of Science in iScience, Jeffrey Harris.
Congratulations.
Sean Scott.
Congratulations.
Sally Shaw.
Congratulations.
Divika Shikotra.
Congratulations.
John Wright.
Congratulations.
Degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Communications and Electronic, Zhenyu Ji.
Congratulations.
Stephen May.
Congratulations.
Abdul Karim Mayera.
Congratulations.
Sarfaraz Patel.
Congratulations.
Ji Yao Toon.
Congratulations.
Shi Jin Wong.
Congratulations.
Degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Electrical and Electronic, Matthew Isles.
Congratulations.
Jit Keng Koo.
Congratulations.
Shuki Lee.
Congratulations.
Hua Rong.
Congratulations.
Degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Electrical and Electronic with Industry, Gareth Costello.
Congratulations.
Benjamin Howard.
Congratulations.
Degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Electrical and Electronic, USA, Zohab Ali.
Congratulations.
Degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Electronic and Software, Oladimeji Amusa.
Congratulations.
Yusuf Musa.
Congratulations.
Degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Electronic and Software with Industry, Jeffrey Wiseman.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Electronic and Software, USA, Omololu Akanji.
Congratulations.
Kavika Kakadi.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Degree of Bachelor of Engineering General, Matthew Curley.
Congratulations.
Kyle Smith.
Congratulations.
Winner of the IMechE Best Student Prize, Jonathan Taylor.
Congratulations and well done on your time.
Chris Worsley.
Congratulations.
Degree of Bachelor of Engineering Mechanical, Thomas Acton.
Congratulations.
Gerardo Alfonso Perez.
Congratulations.
Talal Aulaki.
Congratulations.
Peter Bell.
Congratulations.
Kar-Shun Chan.
Congratulations.
Craig Hall.
Congratulations.
Winner of the IMechE Best Student Prize, Faisal Haj Mahmood.
Congratulations and well done on your time.
Jabran Kayani.
Congratulations.
Bao Jing Liu.
Congratulations.
Louise Mills.
Congratulations.
William Newton.
Congratulations.
Stephen Onaola.
Congratulations.
Winner of the IMechE Best Project Prize, Kuram Sattar.
Congratulations and well done on your time.
Fernley Simmons.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Cho Lei Su.
Congratulations.
Winner of the IMechE Best Student Prize, Kevin Wild.
Congratulations and well done on your time.
Marie Wright.
Congratulations.
Zhaolin Yang.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Mechanical with Industry, Peter Barnett.
Congratulations.
Carl Godfrey.
Congratulations.
Winner of the University of Leicester Engineering Department Project Presentation Prize, Paul Rogers.
Congratulations and well done on your time.
winner of the IMechE Best Student Prize and the IMechE Best Project Prize, Stephen Shields.
Congratulations, it's very well done on your prizes.
Mr Vice-Chancellor, I ask you to admit for the several degrees for which they are presented by my faculty those candidates who are absent.
By the authority of the Senate, I admit those candidates who are absent to the several degrees for which they are presented.
The graduands in the Faculty of Social Sciences were presented by the Dean, Professor Jackson. Will all graduands in the faculty please stand?
Mr Vice-Chancellor, I ask you to admit these candidates from the Faculty of the Social Sciences to the several degrees for which they are presented.
Graduands in the Faculty of the Social Sciences, by the authority of the Senate, I admit you to the several degrees for which you are presented.
For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Tim Vorley.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Many congratulations. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Geography, Rebecca Ashbury.
Congratulations.
Nicholas Barlow.
Congratulations.
Jane Barnes.
Congratulations.
Claire Beasley.
Congratulations.
Jack Blakely.
Congratulations.
Emma Boschel.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Jamie Carr.
Congratulations.
Alice Carrington.
Congratulations.
Luke Chambers.
Congratulations.
Sally Chandler.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Catherine Chapman.
Congratulations.
Andrew Coles.
Congratulations.
Thomas Crawford.
Congratulations.
Duncan Cathell.
Congratulations.
Felicity Daniels.
Congratulations.
Laura Davis.
Congratulations.
Edward Fernehoff.
Congratulations.
Peter Greaves.
Congratulations.
Nikki Howell.
Congratulations.
Charlotte Isles.
Congratulations.
Lee James.
Congratulations.
Andrew King.
Congratulations.
Elliot King.
Congratulations.
Francis Clapping.
Congratulations.
Sanjay Ladva.
Congratulations.
Kate Loader.
Congratulations.
Miles Lound.
Congratulations.
Andrew Mays.
Congratulations.
Hannah Messenger.
Congratulations.
Robert Mould.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Alex Neate.
Congratulations.
Peter O'Hanlon.
Congratulations.
David Pryor.
Congratulations.
Ethan Ray.
Congratulations.
Winner of the William Kirk Prize, Darren Roberts.
Congratulations and well done on your time.
Oliver Roper.
Congratulations.
Hilary Stewart,
Congratulations.
Catherine White.
Congratulations. Thank you.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Human Geography, Ben Bannerman.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Nicholas Bennett.
Congratulations.
Alexander Bound.
Congratulations.
Victoria Brown.
Congratulations.
Lucy Crow.
Congratulations.
Victoria Fear.
Congratulations.
Anamieki Fusi.
Congratulations.
Ross Griffith.
Congratulations.
Daniel Hanson.
Congratulations.
Sarah McCowan.
Congratulations.
Christopher Morley.
Congratulations.
Matthew Ryan.
Congratulations.
Daniel Salama.
Congratulations.
Marcus Shukla.
Congratulations.
Esther Southall.
Congratulations.
Zoe Thompson.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Chris Truelove.
Congratulations.
Alexandra Wiles.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Adewale Rabiu.
Congratulations.
Zheng Xiu.
Congratulations.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I ask you to admit to the several degrees for which they are presented by my faculty those candidates who are absent.
By the authority of the Senate, I admit those candidates who are absent to the several degrees for which they are presented.
The nominees for the award of University Teaching Fellowships were presented by the Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Professor Fothergill.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you these academic colleagues who have been jointly nominated on the recommendation of the Learning and Teaching Committee for the award of University Teaching Fellowships for 2007-2008, in recognition of their outstanding work in developing a new and innovative teaching resource for students and teachers in the field of research methods. Tristram Hooley from the Student Learning Centre, Claire Madge from the Department of Geography, Henrietta O'Connor from the Centre for Labour Market Studies, and Jane Wellams from the Staff Development Centre.
My Lord Mayor, High Sheriff of Rutland, Distinguished Honorary Fellows, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. One of the privileges, and there are many, of being Chancellor of this university is the presentation on behalf of the university of honorary awards to distinguished men and women. Now, already in my comparatively short time here, I've had the pleasure and honour of meeting a quite fascinating an exceptionally accomplished group of honorands, many of them household names from all walks of life. But this afternoon, for me personally, represents very much the high watermark. Sir Michael Atiyah, as you've heard, is not only my predecessor as Chancellor, and Michael, yours is a truly exceptional hard act to follow. And I had, by the way, the same advice on handshaking, which I put into operation. But you didn't prepare me, sir, for an honorand, a graduand, I should say, last year, who colleagues will remember came onto the platform, embraced me in a big hug, he was a large man, and said, "Cheers, mate." So further protocol advice is needed. But Michael is also a friend and colleague who goes back for many years. I'm not even going to try and match the eloquence of the Vice-Chancellor and rehearse Michael's many distinctions again, but can I just say, Michael, what a truly great pleasure and honour it was for me to present you with your Distinguished Honorary Fellowship this afternoon. My warm personal congratulations. But now, if I may, to business, although I proceed with the massive brooding presence of my predecessor looking on to see how the new boy is doing. Today, of course, we celebrate the achievements of graduates in both the Faculties of Science and of the Social Sciences. It's rather a broad spectrum of intellectual disciplines of very considerable breadth and depth. As with the Vice-Chancellor before me, I congratulate each and every one of you on the award of your degrees. And I'm quite sure that I see the programmes waving. And by the way, you haven't quite got the thickness of gown on that I have, that you're anxious to get outside to begin celebrations with your families and friends, and I dare say uncork the odd bottle or two, so I will not be long in keeping you. But in trying to work out what to say over the next half hour or so, I wondered what sort of verbal tapestry I could weave that would bring you all together in some form of common theme. Apart, of course, from a very important one. You're all now alumni and alumni of the University of Leicester, and so you shall be for the rest of your days. We will be watching you with keen interest, because your achievements become the achievements of this university. You are our ambassadors and representatives. But back to my search for other common themes. A wiser, more erudite soul might well have been able to reconcile such disparities and diversity. Darva Sobel, for example, comes to mind. Her excellent little book, Longitude, managed to bring together quite successfully astronomy and geography. There was no sex in it, but there was plenty of engineering, and there was a dose of history. But I lack her skill and insight. And if I can detain you just for 2 or 3 more moments with perhaps a serious thread that does, I believe, bind together literally everybody in this room. It's an issue which poses a challenge which will require scientists and engineers and the finest brains in the land to confront. It's an issue which will impact the geography of our planet in a manner not yet seen by humankind. I speak, of course, of climate change and the onset of global warming and the increasing and important public awareness of its possible consequences. Now, this ceremony is a happy ceremony. It is not the time or the place to dwell long on a difficult and controversial topic. But you are the scientists of the future, and I couldn't resist the thought of at least airing with you some of the challenges you will face. Because you see, the solutions to the problems of climate change and global warming lie entirely in the worlds of science and engineering, involving literally all the branches that you represent here today. If you think of biofuels, this brings together plant scientists and combustion engineers. If you think of the potential for the hydrogen economy, much talked about, that'll marry together chemists and economists. The geographers chart and interpret not only human demographics, but the physical changes we're observing, along with our geological colleagues. The rest of humanity watches anxiously from the touchline. It's what in my younger days, particularly physicists, and I was a physicist, we used to describe it as a grand challenge. And how? This is a serious grand challenge. But this one has upside opportunities for you and your generation in abundance. You see, we talk too much of the threat to humanity and too little about the new technologies and new global industries which will result when you, the scientists and the engineers, have identified the solutions, and when, equally importantly and crucially, political will has been mustered. Your generation is going to live through this epoch. Mine, that did so much to create the problem, will not. Your opportunities are therefore unlimited, and I can't think, frankly, of a better time in which to be a scientist or an engineer. I have every confidence that you, as graduates of the University of Leicester, are going to play a key role in finding these solutions. Oh, to be young again and to be one of you. But I do think, and the programs are waving increasingly frenetically, that it is high time you went outside for that celebration. I'll conclude simply by congratulating you all once again and wishing you every health and happiness in the future. Thank you. I now declare this congregation closed.